how did you hear about our scholarship or learn more about AMASV in the beginning, and then get involved with wanting to apply for the scholarship?
Yeah, so I'd actually known that AMA existed as an organization for a while. And it's funny, like I went to school in Canada, in Montreal. And while I was there, I heard about AMA. I know it's American Marketing Association, but people in Canada know about it too. But as for how I learned about the scholarship, it's actually a really funny story and proof that networking works and is important. So I was lucky enough to be paired with a mentor at Amazon. I'd won a different case competition in the beginning of the school year when I just started my MBA. And the prize was mentorship with this guy, with one of the judges. So my mentor was nice enough to connect me with another wonderful person at UC Davis Health who knew Nick. So he told me about the scholarship, and then he encouraged me to apply. He's like, "Oh, I know you're in school, and like you seem like someone who might be interested." So yeah, that's kind of how it all works. So networking works. Networking works.
AMASV, networking works.
Yeah.
um but yeah, and then so once you did find out about the scholarship, what really was enticing to you to apply? What really led you to apply for the scholarship in the end?
There are lots of scholarships out there, but I noticed that this one, the submission format was very flexible. It was very like whatever you wanted, video, presentation, like an essay. So I really appreciate that the AMASV clearly understands everyone communicates and performs best in different ways. So that was one thing that stood out to me. A lot of other scholarships are like, it has to be exactly like this, like, exactly 1,500 words, whatever it is, but I really appreciated the flexibility. The prompts were approachable, so they were pretty open-ended. I really love that meant I could be as creative as I wanted to be. I could really take the answers where I saw fit. And as a marketer, like I could choose how I wanted to present that. And it's important to be able to control your brand and the way that you communicate personally. So I was like, this is a great submission that I can probably, I thought I could shine. And so, yeah.
Fantastic. And it's clear because you won. one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so kind of thinking about, and you kind of touched on this, so maybe is there anything else you would like to add regarding your experience in applying, or maybe what others might want to keep in mind, tips for others, or why others should apply? Just kind of jumble all the questions together there.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was really fun, I think, because it was so open-ended. And like, as a marketer and someone who's going to school for marketing, like in assignment form, it really gave me an opportunity to consolidate all my thoughts in a way that I maybe have never sat down and like actually had it worded. So it's very useful for myself just to understand even myself as a marketer more. Tips, I would not leave it to the last minute. Do not leave it to the last minute. It really does teach you time management. I think with something open-ended like this, it's easy to spend like hours and hours on it. So don't get carried away with making it perfect. Like, what is it? Like, perfection is the enemy of progress or something. Yeah, you could take hours and hours to do this, but like, don't get carried away. You still have other things to do. Of course, like do your best. Another tip, I would stay on top of your marketing news. Like, don't wait for an assignment or something to like go and do all your research. I think like staying on top of it bit by bit, either by subscribing to like Marketing Brew or something like that, bit by bit being up to date on marketing news in the world really helps. Your inherent ideas are really valuable for sure, but that research can help to kind of kick it up a notch and inspire you as well. I kind of went into it thinking like, even if I don't win, the ROI is actually higher than you think. So it's, even if you don't win, you can take your submission and your application and apply it somewhere else. You can like put it in your portfolio. You can post it on LinkedIn. It doesn't mean like only the AMASV people are going to see it. You can like share it with your network as well and build your personal brand. So it was kind of like killing two birds with one stone at the same time. So higher ROI than you think. Like I said, it forces you to do the research and consolidate what your stance as a marketer. It will help you with like interviews and everything. I know everyone's in school, so that's kind of on everyone's mind. It takes like what you're learning in school and gives you an avenue to actually apply it. So you can take the concepts and the theories that you're learning and turn around and do it in an open-ended way that makes you happy and that inspires you. And I think that that is really important and rewarding. It's a really fulfilling application.
How is the scholarship going to help you further your career or your future?
Yeah, I think that, well, first of all, it does help with my tuition. So it means that I can, instead of like looking for a part-time job, maybe I would be able to focus on my studies or focus on the job search, which is very important. Career-wise, like having it on my LinkedIn, I'm not afraid to say it's a really great personal branding like element. Being able to speak to it, yeah, I think like in interviews and everything, also being able to speak to it, be able to show them something, and also have that validated by AMASV or the AMA organization, that really counts for a lot. It's just elevating your brand equity, and that you can't really put a dollar amount on that.